Box to Box, I'm Statman Dave, and today we're going to pick through the stalemate when Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool came to Old Trafford. No goals in this one, but some impressive displays from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's men. Let's get into it. The first Manchester United man I want to pick out is Scott McTominay. The young midfielder was thrust into action after an injury to Nemanja Matic. Before the game, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said McTominay was selected as he has similar qualities to Matic in the middle of the park. Let's take a look at how the Scottish midfielder was deployed on Sunday. So Manchester United set up in their big game formation, the 4-4-2 diamond, with Scott McTominay at the base of midfield. He became a real key part of the game. So Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp used to press teams really aggressively out the back. They've slightly changed with their front three dropping back into a deeper position, arguably allowing teams to build up through a defensive midfielder before pressing them and winning the ball. Why it was so important for Scott McTominay was because he was the guy that was going to get pressed by Liverpool through Roberto Firmino, through Salah on the right wing, and of course Sadio Mane, or alternatively Jordan Henderson from a deep position. That's why Scott was so important. He kept the ball, he moved it around, and we're going to go through some clips right now of how he alleviated the Liverpool press. So here's the first instance of Scott McTominay alleviating the pressure for Manchester United. If we just stop the play right now, you can see what Liverpool are trying to do. They're committing 5 bodies in a very narrow way to stop Man United playing through their midfield. The interesting side here, one way to get out of the press, of course, is the switch of play. Switching from one flank to the other flank for Manchester United and playing out. The big thing for United, this situation, escaping Liverpool pressure and getting the ball into a situation where Ashley Young can get his head up and play the ball down the line. Let's take a look at another example of Scott McTominay rolling pressure, this time with some really good footwork. But the point of Liverpool pressing and being aggressive, we can see it right now. Liverpool have 6 players within a short distance of the pitch. They're looking to put pressure on the ball, including the front 3 and, of course, Firmino. You've got Fabinho in there. But look at the footwork from Scott McTominay. Really, really good stuff. Alleviates the press, simple as you like, ships the ball to Ander Herrera, who's fouled. United win a free kick in their own half, alleviating one of the biggest strengths of Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. Let's move on to another example, this time Scott McTominay in the pocket. But look how well he turns right now. You've got Jordan Henderson flying in. He's taken a brilliant touch on the half turn, accelerates into the press, and the Liverpool captain commits a foul on Scott McTominay. A situation really, really good, always looking for the ball. Not only did Scott McTominay slip the Liverpool press, but he was really important in terms of the build-up for Manchester United, always playing the smart pass. He didn't break the lines when he didn't need to. Of course, Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, they sit deep and they counter-attack with such pace, so it's important for someone like Scott McTominay to be patient on the ball. Just working those simple passes, getting into space, receiving again, turning, playing to your centre-back stepping out into midfield, being available again to receive, and then when the moment opens up, play forward. It was a very simple performance for Scott McTominay. But it gets down to these points now where United are getting onto a really good attack, and it all comes from him moving around in the pocket at defensive midfield. A really impressive display from the young midfielder, drawing praise from the manager in the post-match comments.
I learned a lot about the players today. I learned a lot about Scott McTominay, which I've been waiting to give a chance in the more attacking role, because he can run into the box, it's dangerous, but he was a Darren Fletcher today for us. Absolutely fantastic. He's not played since Reading. And that's 6 weeks ago, 5th of January, so that great performance.
So the manager really pleased of what he saw from Scott McTominay, a great mature defensive midfield performance that kept Liverpool quiet on Sunday. Another standout player from Sunday's game was Luke Shaw. The England fullback had serious questions asked of him by Mohamed Salah, but he answered them all fantastically well. First up, can you deal with me running at you from a deep position? Luke Shaw, of course, answering that with a fantastic tackle on 4 minutes. Next up, can you deal with the pace in behind? One of the balls that Liverpool play is in behind the fullback with Mohamed Salah running in. Look at Luke Shaw's pace, but also his strength in this situation to get in between him and win the ball back fantastically well for Manchester United. The next question we're looking at now, defending the counter-attack. Liverpool are really good from their own corners. They look to break down the line before counter-attacking with that pace. Just look at Luke Shaw's position in a minute, absolutely fantastic. Salah now with loads of options. This is a big thing for them on the break. They've got 3 players at the top of the pitch. If Luke Shaw's not in a good position, that's big problems for Manchester United. But he's in the perfect place, simply heads the ball to Scott McTominay and United get out. The next question, another big one when facing Mohamed Salah, is his movement off the ball. I'm going to pick it up now with Luke Shaw picking up Salah in this position. I'm going to stop it right now. This is the danger, the space that Mohamed Salah is trying to get into. Behind your defence, Luke Shaw is very, very aware of this situation. Simply clears the ball. Fantastic stuff. And finally, are you strong enough to deal with me? Situation, Salah backing into Luke Shaw. Ball's going to come into his feet in a minute, and just look at the strength once again from the England international. It's going to go to Shaqiri. Shaqiri's going to fire the ball into the feet. Luke Shaw simply wins the tackle, plays it to Sanchez, and United escape. After the game, the manager reserved special praise for the England fullback.
Luke Shaw, I think that was his best performance under me, definitely. It's one of them things that you want him to go forward a bit more, but you know Salah and Mane, they're not bad them either, are they? So we had to take that little bit of caution.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there saying it was Luke Shaw's best performance, and when you consider that he kept one of the best talents in the Premier League quiet all game, it's hard to disagree. Mohamed Salah in this game completed 79% of his passes, lost the ball 6 times, completed only 1 out of his 3 dribbles, created 0 chances and had 0 shots on goal. And Luke Shaw left with an Egyptian in his back pocket on Sunday. Finally, I want to touch on the performance of Romelu Lukaku. Once Marcus Rashford got injured, Lukaku was moved to the right wing, which meant a lot more was required of his overall game. We're going to go through that right now. First up, the creativity of the Belgium attacker. In this situation, what you want from your centre-forward is to hold the play up. And look at Pogba. Pogba is now free of his marker. A tactic for Manchester United was allow James Milner to get in the final third before breaking in behind him. And this physical play from Lukaku was absolutely brilliant. So we'll see Pogba now motor into the space. We've highlighted Lukaku because he's going to receive the ball again. Now in the final third, we saw against Arsenal, Lukaku has that vision and that ability to spot a pass for his assist for Alexis Sanchez. The space that he's looking to hit for one of his teammates is going to be in behind the defence. But look at the composure that's coming up right now. Lingard with a lovely run in behind. Lukaku finds him with his pass. Unfortunately, Alisson with a brilliant save. But that vision from Lukaku shows his all-round game. We're going to move on to another example now. Him in a wide right position, crossing. They'd expect United to score if maybe a centre-forward was there and not Chris Smalling. But look at the whip on the ball, perfectly delivered to the back post. Lukaku probably would have liked to finish that off himself. But the creativity there, 2 big chances for United. And finally, his work rate. Brilliant, underrated part of Romelu Lukaku's game. This is the 91st minute. He's been running hard all game, but look how he tracks back on Robertson and steps in, makes the interception, wins the ball back for United. So important when you play on the right-hand side is that ability to create, but also work hard for your teammates. A solid performance from the Belgium, his creativity, his work rate, his movement, all massively impressive. If Rashford is out for the next couple of games, it's promising that Lukaku looks in good form to step up. That's all we've got time for on today's Box to Box. We'll be back next week after 2 important games versus Crystal Palace and Southampton.